Let's be nerds. Come on now, let's be nerds. Come on now, let's be nerds. Come on now, let everybody come and be a nerd now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nerd Word.
I really already ruined it.
I
was gonna do a thing. I was gonna do the best podcast is here.
Geez.
It's my hero thing.
Oh,
Here, he always says, "I am here."
I am here.
Oh, bro.
that one. Oh, man.
Yeah, at one point, the bad guy or whatever. Spoilers. He fucking says he says, "I'm gonna win," and everyone, pretty much like everyone you know is gonna die. You wanna know why? Because I am here. How is that?
Oh,
Rough.
just an ominous threat.
Oh, we already got some comments. Whatever's happening over there.
What's the? Oh yeah, you can see it on there.
Oh yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do is anybody that's commenting stuff, he's gonna pull it up over here, and then I'm gonna look at this delay and get real distracted. But he's gonna be able to pull it up so we can see, because right now you're real far away. So until that's the technology we got. You have to admit, not a bad thumbnail.
Yeah. Well,
He said it
Well,
could
but,
have been better.
all right, guys. In case you're wondering, in the thumbnail for the first episode, that's his forearm.
and my arm is very photogenic.
Yes.
Indeed.
In my defense, it said, "Okay, get ready for your thumbnail. 3, 2." And we
And I'm just like, what?
Strike a pose. Get ready to vogue.
All right. So this is the Nerd Word, and we're trying to get ready for our complete nerd channel, which is going to be F.N.B.N. For nerds, by nerds.
Dude, you breaking stuff?
What are you doing?
We just bought that. You gotta go break it yourself.
Oh yeah, we're breaking it down.
This is
It'll be fine.
you can't find good help anymore. This is ridiculous.
I'll be taking requests.
You don't want to give him any requests.
No, you don't. I'm bad.
I can only do so much with autotune.
I am bad.
All right. So this is Austin. All right. Go ahead and tell him a little bit about yourself. Tell him what do you think your strengths are when it comes to nerdom?
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, he is a real big nerd. But if you had to pick something, man.
Everything.
Oh,
I think
man.
that my only fallback is I'm not good with games.
Oh yeah, he's real bad at video games.
I am horrible at
He
video
can't.
games.
He can't. Yeah, that's right. We got the fallback, man.
Yes, what's that? What's your channel? Excaliga?
Yes.
Yeah,
XJLJ.
which he's gonna start posting on that again very soon. Don't let the last upload fool you. Which is 2 years ago. Hey, we bringing it back though, baby.
It was a vlog we did.
Oh, I'm keeping his channel alive out here. I'm the life source. If I was gonna say, if we had stats, you know what I'm saying? All his stats would go one way, and then low on others, and all his stats would go another way. And then when it comes to video games and stuff, I feel like I'm that mid-range character that's like unlocked in the beginning, where like everything's about okay. So you're like, I'll pick that one. Like we'll probably get away with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So first thing we want to cover is there are so many new trailers out. All right.
Yeah.
So San Diego Comic-Con came out with a bunch of bangers.
Every banger.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were. That was the first. I knew it. I knew that was the first one that you're gonna be talking to. You got the Aquaman, everything. So the first one we're gonna talk about is Shazam.
That's fine. It looks cool, but there's a reason it's got 6 million less views last time I checked. But it's
To
whatever.
be
That's
honest,
not Jason
I'm not expecting it to. I'm kind of expecting it to be more comedic in it, but not really all that good.
Not as dark a tone as the others.
No.
Well, I mean that might be
No,
good
it's
though.
going to be funny, but is it going to be good? I mean, you have a lot of funny movies that are still very crappy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually, to be honest with you, I was about in the same mindset as you are before the trailer.
Yeah.
But after the trailer came out, I was a little bit more excited for it because,
I mean,
like, the bulletproof thing was dope, where he was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
snap!"
bullet immunity.
it's like, oh, I'm bulletproof, and you're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he flung him out the window. And you know, the set photos,
Yeah.
it was before the few last added effects, and I'm glad that they didn't overdo it.
Yeah.
Like the suit and stuff, it reminds me more of a comic because like they just added a few things, like in the lightning bolt and a few other places.
Yeah, if you've seen Black Lightning, that's kind of how his thing looks.
Yeah,
Like
Black
lightning
Lightning.
bolts
I
glowing.
was expecting it not to be all that good, but Black Lightning turned out to be a very
Yeah.
good show.
Dang.
Very good. I'm
Dang,
looking much looking forward to the
I'm
sixth
so
season.
like, dang,
Same.
I haven't watched Black Lightning yet. is that worth the watch?
Oh, it is very much
Bet-
worth the watch.
More worth the watch than Iron Fist. Hey, what's happening over there? I see comments, man. What are people saying?
It's just mainly a lot of haze.
Well, tell me who. I want to talk to him.
Someone from Kal-El.
Oh,
It's Kal-El and Cody.
yeah.
Hello,
Okay,
Cody.
all right. Hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? Hope y'all killing it over there. And then Cody?
Cody.
Yeah,
It's
Cody.
Tuesday, they ain't got
Hey.
orders.
It's Tuesday, no orders in the hut. And then Cody, we know he's going to be with
Yeah.
us for the long haul because he took a nap earlier.
Oh,
he
nice.
commented, he literally commented on Facebook, was like, I'll watch, I took a nap. Solid
In
answer.
preparation.
But like,
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. My one viewpoint is that they made it very like there's no substance to it, so you don't know much about the bad guy. You don't know what's going on, and I'm just like I kind of wish they would have added a little bit more.
That being said, though,
Him getting the powers.
DC, one of the things that people have always gotten upset about is them giving away too much in the trailers.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
even
at
with a
least-
lot of the movies coming out, it's the first one, too. You know there's going to be, if anything, this is just a little bit more than a teaser. So the way I look at it is they're going to, like, the first one, they're going to give you an idea of the character, and then just a few things, and then they're going to slowly, hopefully, if they do it right, they're going to slowly give you a little bit more. I'm sure at some point they'll reveal more of the bad guy. Like, I'm actually glad that they didn't, like, just all of a sudden go, I'm the bad guy. Somehow my parents were murdered by your power. And so now I'm evil. I'm glad that they didn't just give that away like that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty happy with the fact that they gave us something. We know that what stuff looks like, but I think it's a good thing that we don't know too much.
Yeah.
But I would at least would have liked them to inject Black Adam, because you already know he's going to be the main bad guy because it's Black Adam.
Well,
But
see,
that's kind of which they.
the thing about it is the Rock's got a lot of
the Rock's
the Rock's got a lot of Under Armour commercials and Ford commercials, and being at the top of Forbes lists and working out at 4 in the morning and eating a stack of pancakes. He's got a lot on his plate.
Hanging out with a giant white gorilla.
Huh?
Hanging out with a giant white gorilla.
Yeah.
And there was a crocodile
Oh,
around
and a giant wolf.
I actually wanted to see that, but I haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to see movies lately. I've worked too much.
I still haven't seen what is it, the Deadpool or
I haven't seen that either.
Star Wars.
Oh, you guys!
Solo
Wait, you
or
haven't seen
Deadpool.
this? You haven't seen? Oh, you haven't seen the solos yet. Which, by the way, if you check out my review that has 15 views, help a brother out. You'll definitely laugh.
Make sure you've seen the movie already, because he basically spoils everything.
That's the way I do
He spoils
reviews.
the whole. That's
That's
not a review. It's just a spoil.
No, at the beginning of it, did I not say, hey, these are all going to be a bunch of spoilers and pretty much just an overview of the movie?
I don't know. I've never seen it because I didn't want you to spoil it for me.
You're a bastard. I haven't
seen the movie.
I have 4 friends. I need you guys to give me 4 views.
I haven't seen the
that's
movie.
at
I'm not
least
going to
what I
let you
need.
spoil the movie for me.
Oh, come on. You telling me it didn't already get spoiled for you online?
No.
I mean, we know he dies in the other movie.
What's
Yeah.
Hold on.
Eventually he dies.
I know the way to check this. What's DM mean to you?
Dungeon message.
Alright, cool. Never mind. Y'all are dumb. Yeah, alright. Maybe you don't know. Don't go watch it. Hey, but after you see it, though, after
Then
you
watch
see
it.
Solo, which I know many of you didn't go see it, but after you see it, I enjoyed it. And then you could watch the review and then laugh, because the way I overview it, by the way, I did it right when I came out of the movie theater, so
Everything was fresh.
that's the way you gotta do it. Right out the dome. Right out the dome. Alright, so next trailer. What do you guys want to cover? I know, you already know
Cover
it.
your Aquaman. We can cover your Aquaman.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to start by saying Jason Momoa. Guinness, just whiskey drinking, mother.
Axe throwing,
Yeah.
mountain climbing,
Yeah.
movie
Cliff
shooting
jumping.
extraordinaire.
Cliff jumping.
Cliff jumping, kid making.
Just feral kids.
Have you seen his kids? They just climbed a mountain with him. All right, so right off the bat, it covers the bases it needs to cover. It goes lighthouse keeper and queen right off the bat, like what you need to be telling them, and then it's got right after that it has Orm talking about my brother has come to challenge me for the throne, and then it shows Black Manta. Black Manta just looking dope. One of the things that DC's also been criticized for is not staying on par with the comics.
With the concept.
Yeah, the concept and the comics, like being all over the place.
Black Manta
Like Titans.
looks amazing.
Yes.
And then the
Just
laser,
like
and Ocean Master.
Look just like him.
bro, the laser beams. By the way, I want to talk about it. The dude that plays Orm, Ocean Master,
Yeah.
that was in the Insidious and the Conjuring movies. That man definitely. I seen him at San Diego Comic Con, like in a normal T-shirt and stuff. Definitely got into shape.
Nice.
Which, by the way, hanging out with Jason Momoa, how could you not? I mean, you might not get a complete shape because you're drinking a pint of Guinness every day, but like after that, like you're doing a hella workout. So
Jason Momoa just radiates like muscle. It's like if you're close to him for an extended period of time, you just start going, what?
yeah.
I'm crawling!
all of a sudden, James Wan's just walking around jacked.
Just wild.
He's like, I'm about to shoot this horror movie and play the villain myself.
And the villain wins.
I mean, he writes it, so he just.
I'm actually very looking forward to it because from what the movies I've seen with James Wan have been amazing.
James Wan's a good ass director, and every series that he stopped is when movies started to get shitty. He did the first 3 Saw movies. After that, what happened to the Saw franchise?
Like, super weird and dumb.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did the first
3 Insidiouses,
and
and then that key one or whatever it was.
The
I
final chapter.
haven't even seen it, but
that chapter was garbage.
heard it was garbage. So like, as long as James Wan has a hand in it, it can be gold. But as soon as he takes his hand away,
They
it
all crumble.
falls apart.
And Dead Silence was such a good movie.
That was another James Wan.
That's old.
And yeah, no, but it was such a good movie. It's like, it left you thinking one thing and up till the very, very end, and it's just boom, completely different.
Just a twist. And then the thing I got really excited for, to not jump away too much from the Aquaman trailer, is the fucking sea monster that went to go eat, like I play Injustice, and that's the same sea monster that you use in the special attack that goes roar and then takes you back down to the deep. So like whenever I saw it, which you can check out on the channel or whatever, it's the Nerd News. My genuine reaction is I was like, sea monster! It was dope. James Wan had talked about it, but you never know. Like you could say one thing and then decide, nah, it doesn't fit for the movie.
Budget doesn't fit or whatever too.
Which, by the way, it don't look like they cut anything from the budget because that was like a full underwater scene of like just stuff attacking stuff.
And remember, he's flying driving into the city in their fucking underground car or whatever the hell. It just looks like Atlantis, like how you would picture it.
That's the way Atlantis should
It basically looks like Wakanda but underwater.
Yeah.
Which is dope. By the way, did you? If you guys can see it, I know. Yeah, I know that he saw it, but did you see the thing where it was like the picture for Aquaman or whatever, and then someone was like, "Oh, they used
the Getty image, the shark,"
and then someone else, they were like, "Oh, this DC movie's gonna suck. Look, they used the Getty image."
That's
and
what the stock images
they were like, "That's
are
what stock images are for."
Like just going in the water, taking pictures of sharks till they get the right image.
I wouldn't expect Jason Momoa to do that. If Jason Momoa was in charge, like, I'll sit next to a
Yeah,
shark.
no,
Give me the 2 of them.
To be
I'll
honest,
stand on them.
he's from Hawaii. Like he probably swims with sharks anyway. But they were like, "Jason, you're valuable to us." Like
we can't shoot a movie when you're eating it into bits.
Yeah. But he probably. But I'm pretty sure, like, what would happen is he'd go in the water. Sharks might come at him aggressive, but then they sit down, they have a beer.
He's the actual Aquaman,
Right.
so
Then he ends up getting a hook for a hand.
You're right. But then they all have a earned respect for each other, which just leads to their overarching friendship later on. Anything else being said by the people?
No, it's just Wubba lubba dub dub.
Rick and Morty, wubba lubba dub dub. We know about that. Well,
And then Cody's talking about the new Megalodon trailer,
yeah.
the one with Jason Statham.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
actually looking forward to that.
If they want to not have everyone die like Deep Blue Sea, just go ahead and bring in Jason Momoa, and then he can talk the Megalodon down, because clearly...
Yeah, he'll just straight up swim up to the
Yeah.
punch the fuck
I
out.
mean, if talking to it doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
We'll resort to violence.
yeah. And then, one haymaker from Momoa to the right of the Megalodon will be enough. That's
Just
it.
wondering how they're gonna fight a megalodon.
Especially with the way it was, like, swimming up and how big it is. I'm just like...
You gonna shoot a rocket at it?
It looks like an actiony but more comedic movie because they got the dude from The Office. What's his name? The one that does Schrute.
True.
I know what you're talking about, Dwight.
Dwight Schrute.
Hey man, don't box in my dog like that and just say he has to be a comedic relief. This could be a serious role for him.
But it's like having fucking what's his head? The curly headed dude from fucking
Carrot Top.
No.
Hey, that man got
Express. What's his head?
Carrot Top
Fucking
got Jack.
Pineapple Express, the drug dealer, whatever his name was. Not James Franco.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
No, the other guy.
Oh.
The one who gets shot. And
Oh, got you, Danny.
Danny McBride.
McBride,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, anything he does, he's not being serious.
I'd say,
I feel like the
the
roles are kinda
funniest
the same.
thing, I think the most serious role he did was in Tropic Thunder, when he was the explosions guy. Because he seemed like he was serious about clearly he still had funny bits. It's funny to say that Danny McBride's most serious role was in Tropic Thunder. Yeah, man, he's just like,
There's
really.
a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
We talked about that the other day. People are getting mad at, like, characters getting picked for, like, there was something about a trans character or something.
There's a movie coming out where there's a trans woman, and it got cast by Scarlett Johansson.
And people were legit mad because Scarlett got the part, and they were like, "She can't play that part."
But
That's what acting is.
But here's the thing: she stands up for a lot of trans organizations and like same sex and LGBT. She stands up a lot about that, and then she's like, and not to mention, if nobody, say a trans actor doesn't apply, what are they going to do?
Yeah, wait.
Except
Just
cast who's there.
I mean, not to mention, you want, like, especially if you're going to do something for, like, say that it has some type of cause, you want it to be good. You want to have a really good actor/actress.
And you want someone
doing
that actually supports the
because that's going to show through. At the end of the day, if it's something that you can believe in, you're definitely going to go in with more heart.
Passionate about.
Yeah. So not to jump off too much, but we still have a lot of trailers to cover.
Alright, so the next one is we ain't talking about Titans.
Oh, Titans.
No, we're not.
That's all we need to say.
We're not talking about Titans.
Nah, we didn't care for that.
I'll watch Titans Go.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm more.
So Titans Go movie.
Hey, if you haven't
Titans
seen,
Go.
there's a trailer out for Teen Titans Go. Go watch them fart and stuff. It's way better.
Yeah.
There's literally a giant fart monster in that movie.
I hear Nicolas Cage is playing in it. I think he's playing Slade or something.
In Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, I hear he's
Nicolas
playing
Cage,
somebody.
oh my
No,
God.
he's playing Superman.
Oh, no, wait, that's
He's
what
playing
that's
Superman.
Yeah,
Superman.
good job, Nick Cage, man. That's good shit right there. Shout out, Nick Cage.
Alright,
Good
so,
word.
That's funny.
so we're not talking
Just
about.
realized.
We're not
talking recording on that.
Huh? What? We're not talking.
No. This.
So it's recording.
No, it's not.
Oh crap! So
Next
is anybody
time.
hearing us?
No. They can hear us. That's fine. They can hear us on that.
After the fact, you can just go back and, I guess, download it as an audio file.
Oh, off this?
Yeah, you can download it and then transfer it to audio.
Got you. And then, but see, just at the same time, the quality or whatever. But
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's the first step. It's a pilot episode.
This is a
Nothing's
pilot.
ever as good.
sometimes there's been some lit pilot episodes.
Yeah.
Like they came out with a banger, like, oh, let's put all our budget in a pilot, like just in case.
And then everything else sucks.
Well, but they got the hook. That's what matters. It's like, as Aquaman would say, as long as you got the hook, like, you know, everything
As
else
long
will...
as you got the hook for a hand.
Look, as long as you got the hook, everything else will go swimmingly.
Ooh.
You like it? You like it?
Ooh.
Boy, we dropping them out here. All right,
so
Titans.
I had to talk about the new Dragon Ball Super movie coming out, the Broly
Broly.
one, where Broly becomes canon.
Yeah.
Or we could bring in Clone Wars. It's back.
Oh yeah.
Clone Wars.
I didn't see the trailer, but I saw that.
Man.
No.
Because I still haven't even finished. Like,
I'm so
all
psyched. I'm so psyched. It looks like they're coming like right back from where
Right
it
when we left. Oh boy, and like I was saying, is like I'm sure they'll talk about it. They may have not shown anything yet, but they didn't show much in that trailer.
Yeah, except for
the characters.
Ahsoka,
They showed the
Ahsoka's
characters, and they showed that the voices are the same, which is exciting.
back. And the art style. The art style.
The art style's the same.
It's a little bit. There's a little bit more detail.
It looks
towards it.
well, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine
Make
with
it,
that.
make it more crisp. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Put that
I mean, it's
HDR
like,
on there.
technology's improved
Yeah,
since that series has been on. Why not adapt? Why not use it?
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it.
The thing that's dope is like I was left on such a cliffhanger on that because at the end, like definitely Yoda was going through these trials with himself, and like he was like fighting himself, and like he had to like. Point is, he was going through these stages, and then it just cut off, and I was like, hold up. And then also whenever you watch this, it makes like I want to say it makes the rest of Star Wars like way more interesting.
Yeah,
Because
there's like hundreds of backstory missions. And
yeah, man, Darth
different
Maul getting
things.
cut in half, boy, and he was living in trash and
Yeah.
went crazy, and then got robot legs, and then him and his brother became
spider
sick.
spider legs and then robot legs.
I'm giving the Spark notes.
The spider legs were freaking intimidating.
They were, but I like when he got the normal legs, and then at one point his brother Savage was like talking to him and kind of like talking down to him a little bit, and then he just used his legs to like straighten up and then look down on him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I mean, it is what it is, it ain't what it ain't. Darth Maul is just shit, asserting his dominance. He said, I'm Sith, and then what's the... There can only be one. It's Sith, and then what's the...
Apprentice.
Sith and Apprentice.
Yeah.
But that's whenever, in that series, do it.
Chancellor.
And Chancellor made Darth Maul look like a bitch and murdered that guy.
Yeah.
It was real quick. Because it was like, not even close. There can only be one. Do it.
Darth Sidious.
Oh, was that it?
I
Yes.
believe so.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
bad. They both pale.
It's been a while because
Because he killed his
for
master. The
for
story
majority
is
of the
telling us
time
himself.
he was
My
known as
bad.
the Emperor. So
Yeah. It's easy confusion.
yeah.
It's a confusion. That's my mistake.
He is the Sith.
Do it. Hey, you already know what I'm talking about. That's probably the best one I've done. It's because it was online. Couldn't mess it up.
Bringing out the best in you.
Go ahead, hit one. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Where are the slow Wookiees?
You're just Chewy. We just shaved you.
Yeah. This is what I look like.
Oh wait,
No.
they're like you can talk. All that
No.
hair was in my mouth.
You're just Chewy. We just got you elocution lessons in the shave.
Yeah.
Oh, Chewy and designer took the same class.
Oh, shit.
Long time. Yeah. He said cheat. I love it.
The new Dragon Ball Super Broly movie.
Broly. Yeah.
So apparently the first movie with Broly was stricken from canon.
Crap.
It's nothing. But
I love it, though.
Because
It was
it
good.
had nothing to do with Akira Toriyama.
It still was
no
cool though.
storyline or anything.
Yeah,
it was just kind of like a
It was
thing they
just
made
kind
to
of
make it-
set into the space.
Yeah.
Well, this one's supposed to be part of the canon. It's part of the story, and Broly looks so much differently. And
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with them.
The thing that got me is I know you said it wasn't canon, but one thing that I took away from it was the reaction to Broly, because in the first movie, like whenever Broly showed up, Vegeta was stricken with fear. He was just like, the legendary Saiyan, it can't be true.
There's no beating
And
this.
he was just like, he couldn't even move for a minute. Like, he wasn't even a part of the fight. This time, he was fighting Broly, and he actually caught a punch and was, like, smiling about it. So like that's one thing that I caught. But then at one point in the trailer, they're like, he's getting stronger, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Broly don't need to be getting any stronger. That's
Yeah, but like there's
Did you
one
see
part
about
that was
the
happening
spirit bomb
in the trailer where there's like the Saiyan babies in the pods and everything, like the little these like test tube ball things, and I'm thinking like, what is that about? What I'm thinking is that they're Saiyan cloning. They're trying to bring back the Saiyans through
The Saiyan
cloning
race.
and like genetic manipulation. This is why this Saiyan Broly is so vastly stronger than everything else. Is why he's getting stronger and stronger. Because
genetically, like,
he's genetically
perfect.
modified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you just got a genetically modified Broly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I'm. That's
They
what my
took like
thoughts.
all the best genetics from past Saiyans. And
Either that, or is this they bred out the imperfections in the Saiyan, so he has a pure-blooded Saiyan, pure-blooded full-strength Saiyan.
so that nothing, his powers like uncapped, like he can just keep
Yeah,
getting
that's
stronger,
that's
stronger,
my theory. That's what I would have believed. Which would
That'd
be
be
really
crazy,
freaking
yeah.
awesome.
The best part to me about the first Broly movie was the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Soundtrack was so good. Like whenever they were about to fight, it wasn't your normal Dragon Ball Z stuff. It was like doo 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 doo, like you were the
hard metal.
yeah, exactly. I was like, ooh, this is like Queen of the Dam, just a whole Korn soundtrack. It's like it's just good stuff.
Just waiting for the screamo interlude.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah, there was. They had Haji's Kitchen and Pantera.
It's a good soundtrack, man. You want to check out some good soundtracks? It's Guardians of the Galaxy, it's Suicide Squad, and it's the first Broly movie. And then Forrest Gump, real good too.
Talk about the Guardians of
the
the
soundtrack
Galaxy
to
Oh, the Guardians
Lord
of the
Slug
Galaxy.
is a good one.
The Guardians of the Galaxy thing too. To be honest,
yes, but you mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
No,
just
no, the
mentioned
soundtrack,
it. But we're
the
talking
director.
about
Oh yeah.
getting for
The
something
first,
you said
the
like
first one's
10
by
years
far
ago.
the best.
Yeah.
The first one, as far as soundtrack and movie, the first one was the best.
Second one was still dope. Though.
The second one was really good, but the first one was the best.
I mean, I just dug that they brought his dad into it, and like, can we just talk about the money they put into making him young? That was crazy.
Yeah.
That looked
To go
like
back in time. Yeah.
that looked like young him.
Yeah.
Oh, but the director of Guardians of the Galaxy got canned for something he said 10 years ago,
On
which
Twitter.
if I'm not mistaken, it was some type of
It was a
pedo-
joke.
Was it some type of pedophilia type of?
And it was
There was
pedophilia,
multiple. Yeah, there
like,
was one that was like that, and then there was one that was about rape.
Mhm.
But they were supposed to be jokes, but people took them as like him saying them seriously.
Yeah.
People,
And he's apologized for them in the past.
And-
But like somebody dug them up and showed him to the place. And the rape one was like, I love the feeling after I get raped. Whenever I'm like, thank God I'm not getting raped anymore. And I was like, that's kind of funny.
and another thing that I know that the comments he made were, okay, yes, I said those things, but two things. I apologized, and I'm not in that place anymore.
Yeah.
He said he's grown since then, which I feel like a lot of us can feel the same way. Is like
a decade of time.
I look
Long time.
at stuff that I was doing and saying like not even 10 years ago. We'll just go like 3 or 4 years ago, and some of that shit makes me cringe.
Totally
I'm
different
just
person.
yeah, not even in the same place at all. So like, I just think it's messed up. Like, I don't
And
see.
now, like, we don't even know what to expect out of the third one with a new director and everything.
And then
Yeah,
how far did they
bring
get?
everything down?
How-
Like,
how-
everything that
how
the first
far-
two were building up.
How far did they get filming it
Yeah, before he was gone.
before he's gone? Because that's one of the things that made Justice League fall back is they got a certain way with Zack Snyder, and then because what it is it's two different thoughts coming together. I would have loved to have the whole dark Zack Snyder cut with as many stuff as he wanted to throw in there. He's a genuine nerd, by the way.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder is a nerd.
It's just like the Justice League movie is actually really good. I thought I enjoyed it.
No, I still enjoyed
it's
it.
just suddenly
You can
Batman
see two
went
different.
from dark and brooding to throwing jokes. I'm like, you're Batman. You don't throw jokes. You throw batarangs and throw people out of windows.
And if it is a joke, it's like one joke and it's dark.
Yeah.
It's a dark joke. Like
yeah, it's like a very fucked up. Like, it's like, I don't think I should laugh at that.
Yeah. Aquaman's looking at him like, what the fuck, man?
yeah, FNBN would say not the F word because
It's like,
they're trying to keep that.
You're like, what the fish, man?
what's a mackerel, man?
Yeah.
No.
Holy carp.
No, you're all wrong. You need to remember it's Jason Momoa. He would just be like,
Swiggity doo.
he'd be like, yeah,
Man,
he
that
would just,
wasn't good.
yeah, he'd just be like, that ain't right. That's exactly what he would say. He'd be like, that ain't right. Because, you know, like, think about it. Some of his phrases in Justice League, I dig it.
Real short.
Yeah.
One-liners.
Except when he was sitting on the rope.
Oh,
And
that was my favorite scene.
he just started going off.
That was my favorite scene.
We got some more comments? I kind of see it bubbling over there.
Let's
Anything
see.
worthy? If you shall be worthy.
Batman, watch your language.
Right. Oh, to be honest, Robin need to watch his language. Shitty
Yeah.
Titan trailer. Sorry.
Fuck Batman.
Don't watch
Batman's
it.
like, you say
Don't
something.
watch it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Give it a thumbs down.
It's just like, you know it could have been better. You know it could have been better if they just listened to the fans.
The characters look like bad cosplay. Not even good cosplay.
Yeah, like a lot
Bad
of people.
cosplay.
A lot of people are
Bad
drugging it up to
storylines
the
are
fact that
right.
like this. Oh, Starfire's black, so you get mad at that. Like, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It
Why
has
is
to
it-
do with the fact is her powers. Starfire's supposed to shoot green bolts, not fire.
Yeah, and like orange fucking, her hair lights up orange and whatever the fuck else.
That's not.
Why she got on that cheesy purple dress, man?
With that fur.
oh,
I'm pretty sure like they background her as like a meta almost instead of an alien from another
Yeah,
planet.
that's what I'm thinking is. They're like people are like, oh well, what do you expect her to be white? Like, no, I expect her to be orange.
I expect
Yeah,
her to be
She's
from
an
another
alien.
planet.
She's an orange alien.
Yeah, man. Like,
But I will-
to jump back to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
What's her head that's all green?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't think. Gamora?
Gamora.
Gamora! Yes! She's green! She's supposed to be green!
I will say one thing. I am like from the shots that they showed a long time ago that made everyone flip out, or it showed Beast Boy. At least they made Beast Boy green.
Yes. When
At
he was
minimum.
jumping across, he
At
was about to
minimum.
transform though. we didn't
That
get
was
to
the
see it.
one thing that they got right is that he's green.
Yeah,
I wish
man.
we would have seen him transform.
Congratulations.
So we could expect from that, but they just showed him
Congratulations,
costume.
you made Beast Boy green.
Yeah.
Good work.
And Robin a cop.
Oh,
That's all they got right.
man,
And it's just like
that
also
crappy blue,
Raven,
that crappy blue on Raven's head, that looks like a crappy wig. Like,
Yeah.
it really bugs me. You could have even just gave her black hair with just a good cloak. Just a
Yeah.
good cloak.
She's supposed to be the
And,
daughter
and
of a
the
demon.
powers is it's like like kind of a smoke ray and like
She kind of looks like Enchantress.
yeah.
That's kind of what they were doing.
Even if you had just like,
She's
it doesn't take much in
In a
After
wall.
Effects. It doesn't take much in After Effects to make some black. You know what I'm saying? To put black on the screen, like
yeah.
that. At minimum, you can do that.
They cut out Superman's mustache, for God's sake. For all of Justice League.
Yeah, I know, but even though here's like a
Man, did you
He's
see
like
that
a
thing that
smooth
some?
lipped.
Yeah, did you see that thing that somebody did though, where they went in and they fixed it better with no budget?
Yeah.
Man,
money
the thing,
don't equal good.
the thing that bugged me about that was, I think it was Paramount that were being pricks to Henry Cavill because
Yeah.
he was shooting another film, and they legit, were just like, you can't shave that mustache. But which is easier, digitally removing a mustache or putting a fake mustache on a guy that doesn't have a mustache? Like, that's the easier thing. Like, you could have put a decent amount of budget in just a nice mustache.
It's the
No,
Game
not
over.
even a fake one.
The Tom Cruise
Not
movie.
even a digital one. They could literally get like a
fake
prosthetic
blue,
one and
yeah.
put it on.
That's what I said.
They've done
yeah.
it.
That's what I said. You
Yeah.
you add some money for like just a nice prosthetic mustache. Like they have nice wigs. I'm sure they have a nice mustache. And then like, or I for some reason I feel like digitally putting a mustache on is easier than digitally taking a mustache off.
Yeah, probably.
Adding
Yeah.
something as opposed to taking away just seems like it would be easier.
Infinitely easier.
Yeah, man.
It's just
That's the
Ice
ice cream.
cream.
That's the ice cream.
ice cream,
You don't need ice cream right now.
dude. It's
Hey,
hot.
hey, if you do the podcast well, I might give you a couple dollars and we'll go see about the ice cream.
All right. Oh, so Cody did something.
What Cody?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Ooh,
So they-
yeah.
dude, the animation on that looks dope.
I'm really looking forward to it because they're bringing in more. They're bringing in Spider-Ham Spider-Man Noir, which is going to be voiced by Nick Cage.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be voiced by Nick Cage.
Hey, for all y'all out there that said Nick Cage ain't got work, he voice acting out here.
He good for
He has to work because he's always in debt.
He is in a lot of debt.
His hair's
His
gone
three
now.
castles, his
He's
sharks, and his
His
dinosaur
evil
skulls,
fortress.
and his yacht and jets and whatnot. He's got a lot to make up for.
Hey, what's the name of that movie where he was finding clues and stuff? And
National
Treasure.
Treasure.
He's just over here.
He's just like,
he's
I
like,
really hope that's real.
yeah, well,
I could use it.
Yeah, he's just over here begging, like, hey man, can we just like one more National Treasure, man? Just
Come on, man.
It's
Slide
like,
me.
are you sure this movie isn't real? I sure we can't like find it because I really need that money.
slide me one more National Treasure, man.
Look,
I
really
wouldn't mind watching another National Treasure, to be honest.
I totally would.
Hey, I did see a thing. There was this crazy movie. Speaking of Nick Cage, while we're on the subject, he's supposed to be coming out with a crazy movie where all I saw on the thumbnail was his bloody face. And it's called, like, I don't know, not Maggie, but something kind of
It's
like
something
that.
close to like Mandy.
Something like that. But it's supposed to, apparently, like, the I didn't open it, but it was just a thing, and it said something about, like, the craziest Nick Cage movie about to come out.
Oh,
And I was just like,
I don't know. He was pretty.
I mean,
he was
you
pretty
kinda-
freaking unhinged in Face Off.
Yeah.
When he's just like,
that was a good Nick Cage face. Do it one more time. He killed that.
I just saw him.
Yeah,
I don't watch myself, but it's like,
because it's a delay. It's just,
There you go.
oh wait.
But it was pretty good, and not to mention in Gone in 60 Seconds. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds, boy. Sexons.
Sex.
That's the porn version.
Finish in 60 seconds. You have to really work. Just
Or just really be bad at it.
either way.
Guess I'm just mad at it. Oh
But-
shit!
What happened? The chair almost got out.
I was saying
Theo-
when
Theo-
cracks it would be like,
Theo
Theo does
been
his own
bulking.
stunts.
Theo been bulking. It's fine. He's just having trouble with chairs. Doorways, chairs. He's just getting difficult out here.
He's just like, I gotta turn sideways.
Yeah, that's how I enter an exit.
But
Can you lower me in through the roof?
trailers
Yeah.
for TV series.
Flash.
Flash! He finally gets the
Yes.
ring!
Yes.
He finally gets the ring! I was like,
Sorry.
wow! I've been waiting so many seasons for this!
All right. Theory.
Oh God.
Alright, there.
I got it on the thumb drive. I got season 4 on the thumb drive.
So you haven't caught up yet?
No, you gave it to me yesterday.
Well,
you
you
should have
do.
finished it.
Yeah,
It's only 23 episodes.
Nah, man,
I
go.
didn't give it to you
You
yesterday.
guys say your theory.
Alright.
So I think that the daughter came back in time to save his life and that he died.
Yeah, so by doing that, now she can't go back.
Yes,
Basically,
and now they're
kind of-
trying to fix the timelines.
Basically,
and
kind of what
stuff.
happened with Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Whenever he altered the timeline, he became crucial to the timeline.
Yes. So they couldn't kill him until they fixed everything.
There we are.
So I think it's gonna be real cool. They're gonna be trying to like stop her from flashpointing their timeline,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be crazy.
but by doing that, they've already flashpointed the timeline.
Just
Just
by
like-
knowing her, yeah.
Yeah, by
Good.
knowing her and changing that, so they've already changed it.
Yeah, and I think maybe like either he died then or he died in the future or something happened crucial with her helping with that satellite incident, and that's what
I
altered the
gotta
whole
be careful. I
timeline.
heard satellite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All
Alright,
right.
one other thing. It's just not a spoiler. I'm just happy that they still show Wally.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he punched a guy in that trailer.
Yeah. I'm still psyched about that. I'm still happy that they're keeping him in.
And then
Because then
whatever's going on
he had
with
that stint
Caitlin.
with Legends of Tomorrow,
Yeah.
which I kind of actually like that he was in there because they need that balance of like a speedster and something like that in there. I kind of wish that he would have been Cameron Regular.
And then figuring out what's going on with Caitlin as Killer Frost is going to be insane.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
We can't really say much about that. That's a big spoiler for the whole season.
yeah. It turns out Killer Frost controls ice. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea about that
Well,
one.
I'm actually looking forward to the Arrow trailer.
He's been waiting.
Yeah.
You know how I've been waiting to talk about Aquaman? He's been waiting to talk about this.
Yes, I have.
We were outside.
I haven't
I
finished the
like-
last
I like
season, so
it.
now I gotta. I'm on like episode 19.
That-
Okay, so cover it up. I'm
Oh,
liking
man.
how they're gonna make him more of like an not just more anti here, just an anti person. He's mainly focusing on surviving. On all costs and everything.
Yeah.
He's more brutal. He basically Stephen Amell was quoted saying he wants the audience to hate Oliver in this.
That's hard, man. But you know, he might end up being like that character that you're supposed to hate, but like
Yeah.
kind of like even like on Walking Dead, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Like you
Yeah.
want to hate him, and he's a piece of shit.
I
But, like, you
think
can't.
they want to bring him down to a really low level to where whenever he gets that redemption, it's much more throwback to I'm back to a seventh grade.
You drop him down so that you can raise him up.
Exactly.
That makes
And
sense.
I'm looking forward to seeing who's behind the hood. I have my theory. Everyone has the theory that it's Roy because the body size is too small to be Diggle.
Mhm.
But he's already got the good archery thing. And
Yeah.
Diggle's was never much of the archer.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
It would either have to be Roy or a third party character from like the League of Assassins that we haven't heard about, or like or someone else from his past, because he's always flashing back to his past. So it's like
I wouldn't a lot of people are thinking that it's his kid. That's his kid. Like, nah, the kid's still too small, too young. Not to mention unless he like trained 6 months out of nowhere.
Unless Barry fucked up the timeline again.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard that.
Now the kid's 30.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to how the Team Flash, not Team Flash, but Team Arrow can fits into everything.
Yeah, man. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Next thing, we're gonna see something.
No,
maybe he's a big nerd. So
I also like the fact that they're bringing in Batwoman to the series, to the Arrowverse. I'm really looking forward to that. How they're gonna do it and how they're gonna launch that, because they launched Flash through the Arrow, and they connected Supergirl whenever they were bringing her into the CW.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
So I'm wondering
Maybe
how
they'll use
they're gonna
Supergirl?
fit that. How they're gonna fit that in. I'm thinking either that or Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Because Black Lightning has the daughter that's lesbian.
Yeah.
And
That'd be crazy.
Batwoman is lesbian.
Interesting.
So they're just gonna be like Lightning, just gonna do a little matchmaking.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting,
As far as bringing that series into the universe, I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
We got 4 likes and 4 watching, so thank y'all for that. Oh, also, Theo, I gained 2 subscribers from this, so we're up to 110, boy. Yeah, 110. Also gained a subscriber on FNBN.
We got like
8.
like 6.
It's 8.
8?
Yeah.
More than my expectations.
Yeah, you gotta set the bar low. Bring them down so you can raise them up high, just like the arrow. Yeah. Yeah.
But another one, the new Godzilla movie.
Oh, I watched
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it because they're bringing a lot of the classic movie monsters back into it.
Okay.
And then bringing in Monarch.
I would
Monarch has the connection between Godzilla and King Kong.
So they're gonna. Okay, that's what I was wondering. If they're
I'm
gonna do
thinking
something
they're
like that.
going to use this movie as a chuck for Godzilla versus King Kong.
If it's
Yeah,
not
that'd be dope.
if it's not Mecha Godzilla versus Chimera, I don't want to see nothing about it, man. I want to see Swamp Thing. I want to see
They got
Black
like
Lagoon.
Rodin in there. They got what's the 3-headed one? The 3-headed dragon looking one.
Serpent, the Hydra.
Yeah, the 3-headed Hydra one. I think it's something with a D. Like
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it a dog? It's a dog, huh?
no, that's that seal looking thing. Nah.
Oh.
It's
Can you imagine a big ass 3-headed seal just talking about roar, roar, roar?
no, it was
Godzilla's like, whoa,
it's
bro.
like King I'm googling it. I'm googling.
Oh, Googling it. Oh, wait, what's that thing Joe Rogan does? Hey, go ahead and pull that up. See if you can. You know that thing Joe Rogan does? All right, go ahead and can you look up that, see what that seal thing is? So, yeah, man.
Pull it up on the screen. Dude.
Yeah, heard you've been looking at steroids lately, man.
No, it's ketogenic.
Gojira.
Oh,
okay.
oh, you can get What is it?
Gahidra.
Yeah, man. They got
And
one
then
of those.
they're bringing in
He pulled it up. He pulled it up, and on Google, it's everything we know about Godzilla and Gahidra. That's that good. You know,
it's also they're also doing a Mothra. Mothra. They're bringing in a lot of
All right,
voices.
Mothra. I can roll with. I can
I'm
roll with
looking forward to
Mothra.
it. And the chick that played 11.
Hey, here's my question.
Stranger Things is going to be in it.
Oh, hey, I ain't mad at that. Hey, is there any way? There's no way that it's connected to the other King Kong, is it?
I don't know.
Because
Well,
the Jack Black King Kong, I dug it. He fought T-Rexes, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
I think Skull Island basically kind of knocked that out of the canon.
Oh, wait. Oh, because it was like they just picked which one they thought was better, and then
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that one.
I actually like Kong Island.
Yeah, with
No,
Jack
Skull
Black.
Island.
With Jack Black.
No,
Oh.
Skull Island.
Oh,
the one with Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
Because he had the creature thing that he was fighting.
well,
That was pretty
everything.
legit.
Is that the
Everything
one with Nicole Kidman?
That's the one with
The redheaded chick?
I think so.
Okay.
It was the one with
Amy
Samuel
Adams,
Jackson
Amy Adams?
and Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, that man is an
Okay.
actor.
That man is gorgeous.
I'm
I'm jealous of him.
Hey, but Tom Hiddleston, he did what's the country singer? Oh, I can't even think of it now. But we were looking it up, and he was sounding like the country singer. Hey, can you do me a favor? Go ahead and Google see what Tom Hiddleston he did.
Pull that up for us, Jamie.
Yeah. Tom Hiddleston. Type in country singer.
Yeah, put that up for us.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Hank Williams. He played Hank Williams in a movie.
Oh,
And he did the songs, and my goodness, if he didn't sound like Hank Williams, it was crazy. Apparently, he made a whole album. Yeah,
Like
man.
revoice him?
Yeah, just doing the songs and stuff.
It's basically kind of like what Jamie Foxx did whenever he was playing.
Ray?
Yeah,
That was a good movie.
Ray Charles.
He was checking chicks' wrists to see if they were thin enough. He said, "Oh yeah, that'll work."
And
there was one.
And then
there was-
Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
That was a good movie though. Hey,
He
how do you feel?
Played that to perfection. He played that to perfection.
Speaking of it, how do you feel about him being in the new Spawn movie?
I'm gonna give it a shot. He's a
Think
very
I can
method
do it.
actor,
Yeah.
so I can think he could pull it off. And the Spawn movie is being written by the original creator of Spawn, so
And
it's
it's
going to be set full level for detail.
And it's supposed to be rated RR. Like
RR?
Well, I say it's rated
NC-17
for pirates only. Arr. You just got a bunch of happy pirates going on Spawn, and other people are just mad. Like, man, I want to watch Spawn. Do you have a pirate guardian with you? Arr, she's with me.
Oh, shit.
She be my ship captain.
My first mate.
First mate, that's what it is.
She's like, well, we ain't mates.
We ain't made, but like I'm his mate.
We ain't partners, but we partners.
But Legends of Tomorrow wasn't really catching me much this year.
I still haven't started that one.
It's
And
good.
the first two were really good. It's just
It's better than Iron Fist.
Yeah.
It's better than Iron Fist.
I'm kind of looking for a second season of Iron Fist because they're bringing in Steel Serpent.
I mean, you better bring in somebody.
So basically, the
Otherwise, season 2 gonna be the last
Iron
season.
Fist. I'm
Yeah.
actually looking forward to it. I'm hoping they do better.
They
Because
just
it just kind of dragged on.
he
and
just
on.
overshadows Iron Fist, and then they just have to. They're like, well, we're gonna have Iron Serpent from now on.
It's not Iron Serpent. I think it's Steel Serpent.
Iron Serpent would be cool though.
Yeah.
It sounds like a suit that Iron Man would have. It's a water suit. It's Iron Serpent.
For
He just got no. He ain't got no legs.
Well, I watched
It's
an
He ain't got
animated.
no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Hey, what? That's been used for a lot of memes. Whenever he's like this, and it was like something like, "Well, you just lost a customer," and then it said, "I'd be like."
Jumping off the boat.
Bye. I'm the captain. Is that your boat?
That's pretty much how this podcast goes from the beginning.
The ship. It's a shipwreck.
Well, we're piecing it back together. But
What's next?
next is today in nerd history.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and pull that up for us, Jamie.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, use the Google box.
What happened? Let's see. First appearance on today in DC Comics. Go ahead and look it up. This is gonna be. Oh, also here coming up, we have a lot of questions that we're gonna be covering. About comics, kind of like what villain deserves to be a villain. Things of that nature, like is any hero innocent? After we find us some nerd history, that's what's coming at you next. So be ready for that.
Let's see. First appearances in DC. Nothing.
Nothing happened today.
Try Marvel.
Nah. Something had to happen today. Type in the date. Type into what's today? 7/24.
7/24.
Yeah. 7th grade. It's like when he
This
types
day
in
in 7th grade.
That's
Historical-
events in history.
All right, so here we're gonna do this day in normal history.
The superhero debut. Let's see.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Wikipedia, the good source. Nobody can mess with Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's all facts.
Let's
Believe
see.
everything you say.
John
19
Connor, Mars.
I love John Carter of Mars, and that's something that made me upset because there was multiple books. I thought the movie was actually really good, and it did not do well, and they're not going to make it anymore.
I think it's the fact that it didn't do well because they put so much money into it that the viewing was still good. It just didn't make
Not enough.
So this
Like-
has been a complete waste
Like
of
if
money.
they had made as much money as Avatar, they would have been able to break even.
Continue, yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, but they put a lot of money into the movie. Like it had Avatar like graphics,
Yeah.
and that little cute like it was like a sand slug or something. It was
CGI.
yeah, it was real good.
All right,
Those are aliens.
let's see. The series for the Shadow, the radio station series for the Shadow back in the 1930s. Debuted today. That would have been the first radio series by the superhero who had the power of
What?
yeah. He kind of make people see what he wanted them to see, and he could be invisible and stuff like that. And he still had a gun and everything. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, go
Then
ahead.
they
I don't need this because you're probably gonna do what I want you to do. But
no,
just,
he basically he
just in
had
case.
he said he had like hat, trench coat, and a red bandana over his face, and he had two pistols, and that's basically how it was. And I was like, okay,
A
It's
simpler,
like the original
Hey,
concept Spider-Man when he makes his suit. And
A
he's just
sim-
got goggles. And
a simpler time.
Yeah.
All right.
let's
What we
see.
got from Marvel? Oh wait, was Marvel around yet? Oh wait, we don't have to stay in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Just the day.
No, this is just everything going on in
DC.
DC.
Marvel Trinity. That'll count. Or Marvel Time. Was that Timely?
Where is it?
1939. Ah, Namor the Submariner. Yeah.
Aquaman
It came before Aquaman, but it's fine. You know, the predecessor vastly out accomplished the original. Yeah, they Namor can go suck a dolphin for all. Hey, by the way, dolphins are like people in the fact that there's good and bad dolphins. Like there's dolphins that save people, But then there was also dolphins that rape people. So like,
And drown them.
so like, if you're like is struggling out in the water, like there's a 50-50 chance on what this dolphin is gonna do to you. So
And,
Oh my luck.
you're
I'm getting saved.
got me.
the Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle issue.
Oh.
The first issue came out today
That's
in
interesting.
1939.
Nice.
Dang, Blue Beetle been around that long?
Yeah,
I had
this
no
is
idea.
the
that
very,
Blue
very,
Beetles-
very first Blue Beetle, not the.
Well, no,
All the Titans.
regardless,
Yeah.
regardless, I had no idea that the character or even the name for Blue Beetle had been around that long. That's
Yeah.
insane to me.
That means like the story, his background is like way more developed. Than you.
Yeah, because I mean, I always saw him as kind of like a
More of a dude.
yeah, like a second. Well, if anything, like a secondary, like a supporting character. That's what I was looking for earlier. Secondary supporting character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh, also,
talking about what?
in the 1940s, The Spirit.
Huh?
The 1940s, The Spirit came. It came out.
Alright, you wanted to give us some background on the Spirit?
Nah, it was not that great.
Why did
No, I
you
don't.
bring it up then?
Because
All
I
right.
didn't say that.
All right, so there's your nerd history, and we're gonna get into these questions here.
Alright, so let's see. Questions is any hero innocent?
Is any hero? So if you could think of a hero that was innocent, what would you think?
I believe we talked about this before, and I think Spider-Man is the one we came up with.
Well, this is what I came up with Spider-Man, though. He did let that guy go when it ended up killing his uncle.
Well, he
Which-
did actually inadvertently cause his death too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
he just, if he was actually completely innocent, he would have seen that dude robbing that other guy
And stopped him right there.
him right there. That
And
would've been the end of it.
also, he
Kind of like
He
the
killed,
symbiote we talked
uh,
about earlier.
it is it's 5:20.
We're almost done here, so we're gonna fly through these questions. I gotta go pick somebody up from work. But this has been the first episode. All right.
We
So
can table these questions for the next time.
No, no.
I mean just set up for like 3 of these and then.
get like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll
Alright.
work.
He Spider-Man. Whenever he found out that Mary Jane wasn't actually Mary Jane but a clone, and it was kidnapped by Hydro.
Hydra.
He basically killed Hydro. He let Hydro die and like evaporate to death. So he's done some shit. He's had some darker moments too, and not even counting whenever he was possessed by the symbiote.
Yeah, he kind of liked that. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he kind of liked that, and he kind of like
Liked
screwed up a
being
lot of
able to-
shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
All
not
right.
technically a good guy either.
I'm gonna bring up somebody we talked about that I think might be innocent just because of how young he is. Shazam. Billy Batson or whatever.
Okay, now because I was just reading.
How old was he though? I'm talking about young Billy when he's like
Yeah,
pretty much
I'm
just
talking
getting his
about
powers.
character in general. In 2 comic series, Kingdom Come, and there's another one where it was like a post-apocalyptic one where basically nukes went off and all of humanity was dead except for superheroes somehow. But Kingdom Come, he ended up working for Lex Luthor. It was not to his own.
Was he manipulated?
Yeah, technically he was because he was manipulated by like a parasite in his ear.
Oh, well, no, that's not
Okay.
him.
The second one,
Okay.
he and Wonder Woman formed a colony of reformed villains and heroes and everything to kind of just bring back civilization. And whenever Superman showed up, nobody had their powers back then. But whenever Superman showed up, Wonder Woman gravitated to Superman, and he took it as an insult, and he ended up splitting away and making his own colony, and they became at war with each other, like a civil war, and he straight up kills Wonder Woman.
Oh shit.
He straight up kills Wonder Woman, takes an army against Superman, and he just went crazy, yeah. So, and he kept manipulating his own power, which ended up destroying the Earth. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that don't seem very innocent.
no.
Probably not.
So yeah, not even Billy is all that innocent. Because even like Superman has killed people.
Definitely. Definitely is killed.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's done some shady stuff. Captain America has done some shady stuff. And
Cap has gone against law and stuff. Like even if you just want to go to the MCU, like at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I was Team Cap. I felt like Iron Man was being a dick. But then also you have to look at it like technically he is going against law.
Yeah.
And that you're not supposed to do that. That's the definition of that is illegal. So that makes you like a vigilante, which technically is illegal, which is not innocent.
So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself: is any hero innocent?
No.
Yeah, if you have an idea of a character that might be innocent, go ahead and put it down, and we'll have a discussion with you. We'll see whether or not, because I feel like this debate could go on forever. I really don't see one that can be innocent.
Put in the comments, and we'll bring this question up again next episode.
Oh yeah, we'll bring up a person that was said. We'll let you know who said it, give you a shout out, and then see what's up. All right. So the next one is what? Well, I'm gonna go with the villain one next.
Yeah, that is the next one.
Oh, excellent. What villain has the best reason to be a villain?
Thanos.
Thanos.
Well, if you
thinks he's doing
actually
it for
look
him.
about it, Thanos isn't actually a villain in his book.
Well, yeah, but
he's
technically
trying to
he's a villain.
save. He's trying to save the
he's a
universe.
hero.
Yeah, but okay, in his own mind. But also, though, no matter what he thinks, he is still a villain. He's killing people.
Yeah,
That's villainy. Death and destruction, I would say, definitely goes under villainy. So
my share is so much smaller than everybody else.
Hey man, it's not the size of the chair. All right.
That's how comfortable it is.
It's how good. Whether or not somebody can sit and ride on the chair.
Family friendly. You don't need to be demonetized.
And language.
Language.
All right. So,
All right, so
Thanos, I would say, is a pretty good
Example.
Yeah. You could put him in the running. What do you think?
If we're going broad spectrum villainy, to like all kinds of universes, whatever, Injustice Superman.
Oh, because he kind of has the same mindset.
He kind of wants the
He
world peace and unity, but he doesn't realize what he's doing to create that world peace and unity. So, if anybody, the way we're going about it is bad guys that are bad for good reasons.
Yeah.
But not what would make them into a villain is for a good, is a reasonable reason.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Definitely by the end of Infinity War, I was like Team Thanos.
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
like-
sense.
Hey,
He should have
nah.
snapped twice.
God, you savages!
Kill everything.
You were like, once Spider-Man's dead, kill everybody. It don't even matter at that point. Like,
I'm already dead inside, so
yeah.
now once Bucky's is like, it's just like cabin.
Nah.
I was like, what's that? I was like, I'm done. Kill me now. Why am I not fading away?
Yeah, man. I think I might go. You guys might have hit the nail on the head with characters that like feel like they're doing it for the good cause.
In their head, they're the hero.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Doom because what he wants is just what's best for his people. So along the same lines as what you guys are saying,
Yeah.
his country and his people. He doesn't give a fudge about. We've already cursed a lot, but I'll do my best.
Better late than never.
He doesn't give a fudge about everyone else, but he wants his people and his society to prosper. So at the end of the day, every choice that he makes
Is for his people.
is for his people and what he thinks is good. So we got Thanos, Doom, and Superman from Injustice, which I think are
All
three
three
great
people that are
co-
the heroes
yeah.
in my mind.
And then we'll go with one more question. If you guys, again, same thing. You guys can answer these questions along with us. Let us know what you think.
I want to. I want to skip to this. I want to skip to this question
Okay.
because I think we can have a big conversation about it. Is reboots of nerd-related films that we would like to see, and what possible characters do we think who could play those roles?
Mm-hmm.
I think that we could talk a lot about that because there's a lot of movies that I want to see.
We'll let you
Like
go first.
Flashpoint, and I want Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play the
Dad?
to play the dad Batman.
Yeah, you're right.
Dad.
Bad dad.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
can see that.
I mean, we saw him in Watchmen,
Yeah,
and he was fantastic.
and it's like, I think he could be really, really, really good at it. He already
just a
has
good
that.
actor.
He already has that dark aspect from playing Negan, from playing the comedian. That I think he would just throw that good. And not to mention that they'd have to put in the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Because I would
That'd be
love to see that dynamic between the Reverse Flash and how already Ben Affleck was saying that he was going to step away from Batman.
Yeah.
If they do Flashpoint
That's
and
the
then do it again, they can replace him with someone else and it won't screw up the
To speak on it, I
Bro,
called
we're
that.
talking about that.
I called that real hard because as soon as just 2 movies, Ben Affleck, come on now. You need to stick with the character at least for 4 movies. Then because we've already had so many Batmans. But if you have to have another Batman, the way you get rid of Batman is you mess up the timeline, and you mess up the timeline with Flashpoint Paradox. And once you do that, now you can keep everybody else in the Justice League the same, except for Batman, and just be like, whoop, Barry messed up the timeline. Now we got Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Batman.
Either that or just somebody else.
You dig? Hey, that's yeah. He
It
said,
could be Kevin
Batman.
Smith.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith as Batman. You know.
To be honest, I would settle with Kevin Smith as just like
and Chronic.
I would settle. Stan Lee can't do cameos anymore, so I would settle with Kevin Smith doing cameos in every comic book movie ever.
Yeah.
Like
Have him in some parts.
disintegrated
To be
into
honest.
all realities.
Yeah.
He's one of those things called not the Watchers.
Yeah,
The
Watchers.
thing- is that what we thought?
Yeah, it's
what
the
they
Watcher.
what they thought Stan Lee was, but they dismissed that.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a collector.
Yeah, but you could make Kevin Smith a Watcher.
Yeah.
So he's in everything.
All right, now you go back to every comic book movie ever made, and you just edit him in.
In the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is like it's just a scene from like he's just like right. Oh, wait, he was already in the Flash.
He was. Flash
It'd be
TV
like
series.
Avengers whenever they're all in the circle fighting in New York, and he just like walks through the middle of them.
You know, this is watching like
The
Just look
secret.
at him.
Oh wait, Han, look. When at that scene where he's like, "That's the secret, Cap. I'm always angry." You just got Kevin Smith walking behind, right there.
no, he just like comes from like that like the dramatic scenes were like that. And it sounds Kevin Smith.
Ultron when they're defending the thing
Oh.
from all the robots, he's just behind one of the pillars.
Yeah, he can just always do his Silent Bob thing, like,
That'd be great.
look, just smash.
He's leaning against the wall.
No, he
looking
just
in the
he
store.
sees something, he steps out the way, and just goes. He just
You know, at this point, just him and Jason Mewes. Just go ahead and put them in the back of everything.
Anything.
And look, Jason like slaps him, and he's like,
Yeah.
So, what movie would you like to be brought into?
all right. So one thing that I've wanted rebooted for a long, long time. I say long, long time, pretty long time, is Mortal Kombat. They almost had it. And it didn't come to fruition. You should check that out on YouTube though. They had like a pilot episode of like, you know, like an intro of characters of like, it was supposed to be like a thing almost like the leaked Deadpool stuff. Got the Deadpool movie started up. This was before that, whenever they had like a Mortal Kombat thing where Jax was like interviewing Scorpion or whatever, and they were talking about the characters and what they did. It was supposed to get a movie fired up, and so I would love to see Mortal Kombat, especially where the technology is now, get rebooted, because I think it'd be great.
Just get James Wan to do it.
Oh, James,
He's really good with story.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
The one issue with from video game to movies is they kind of falter on the story.
Yeah.
James Wan's,
They,
and
need,
why?
they don't have
Just
that
go back
balance.
to the Aquaman trailer. We see story and dopeness. That's all I'm saying. And
Mine
it's,
would be the Halo movie.
Oh,
you're right,
yeah,
you're right.
They've done mini series and all different kinds
But not
of
the one that
things,
we wanted, though.
But not like a movie that just follows the storyline from Halo 1, like up until Halo 3.
And you know what I
But
would
there's
be?
a
Or
lot.
they could even do Just Reach as a movie.
I was
in
gonna
itself.
say,
That's-
just reach.
And that would be just the tearjerker of a fucking movie.
Yeah. I mean, come out with that banger, and then after Reach, come out with Halo 3.
Yeah. Stop making all these animated series and animated movies.
I wouldn't mind them doing. They've already done a fan film of it.
Yeah.
With not Halo, but this is something else. They already launched a fan film at Comic-Con with Nathan Fillion, Uncharted.
Oh,
The fan film. If you watched
Oh,
it, the fan film was actually really, really well done.
Oh, by the way,
That'd be like a new age Indiana Jones.
just
Yeah.
to jump to Mortal Kombat, I don't really care who plays the characters as long as they do a good job.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
you know who I wouldn't mind seeing in that movie?
Jason
just-
Momoa.
Nah, but you're close on the Jason though. Jason David Franco.
I was just thinking that.
snap.
I was just like, whatever.
Go ahead, throw the Green Ranger in there, man. Hey,
Yeah,
you know what?
For Johnny Cage.
Oh, it could
Perfect.
Johnny
Like-
Cage could be good, or you could make him Reptile
Oh shit.
because he's green and you almost don't even know it's him.
That'd be funny.
So they're like,
no,
how
I
is
can see,
Jason
I can see
David
him as
Franco?
Johnny Cage, like a more.
You've just been
older
caged.
Johnny Cage, a Johnny Cage like that's not in movies or just kind of like living off the limelight, and I could see him doing
That's
that.
kind of who he is.
Oh,
Yeah, I could see him doing that.
He's just doing a bunch of conventions and shit.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yeah. He could do a movie.
That's his actual life.
Jason David Frank, if you want to make this movie, get in contact with us. We'll make it happen.
Just
Well,
like
actually-
a Luke Cage movie.
Actually, to be honest with you,
you work
Johnny
with that and the sun. We can work with that.
yeah, we need a few more subscribers.
Eventually, he'll help us get the subscribers.
Yeah.
You're right, and he's been in almost like every fan film. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, does it have to do with Power Rangers? I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, he flashes it. Stop right there. I'm in. He's like, I need.
Go.
He said, I need
Friends.
friends.
That's what I'm like. I need paychecks.
5:35.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. So
We call it?
the last question was, what nerd movie would we like to see booted and or rebooted, and who would we like to see in it? You had
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. He wants to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Bat Dad. I would like to see Mortal Kombat with Jason David Frank in there somewhere, and you would like to see Halo. Anybody you would like to see in the Halo movie? Who's the dude that played the Sergeant? He could actually just play the Sergeant, couldn't he?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I like to see Nate Fillion in
It's
there
not
because
Samuel
if
Jackson,
they're doing
is
ODST, Nate Fillion was in ODST, and he was in
But you know who I'm
Halo
talking
5 too.
about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who's the dude that plays the voice of the Sergeant? You look that up?
Everyone thinks I'm Jamie now.
He's like, why do you call me Jamie, man? You watch the Joe Rogan podcast, you'll understand. Voice of Sergeant in Halo. Oh, that's my bad, bro.
Was it Sergeant Johnson?
Yes.
That was let's see.
Funny thing is, I think he looks like the Sergeant.
Or even the guy from the ODST thing. It's the guy that plays Luke Cage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
David Scully.
David Scully is the guy?
Voiced by David Scully.
All right. I wouldn't mind seeing him play the actual Sergeant. Yeah.
Because that voice is like iconic.
Almost in every Halo thing, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to put somebody in it,
Does he look like it?
did you look up him?
Yeah.
Oh, do voice of Sergeant. You might have to. Sergeant Johnson, there we go.
Oh, there's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, wait, look at the click on the second one? I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
That'll work. That'll work.
Put the mustache on him. That's him.
Yeah.
Cigar in his mouth.
Yeah. To be honest, that's good. Especially with the hat.
bald
The hat, look.
Yeah.
Put the hat on him, you're there. And you already know that he makes the facial expressions. Because whenever you're doing voice acting like that, you have to have like.
I wouldn't mind having him in there.
Ooh, he could be a good sergeant.
Wait,
Keith
He
David.
kind of looks just like
I
him.
almost feel like
He has been in it.
Is he not the voice?
No. It's
Like when I
David
hear
Scully.
a voice, that's what I think is him.
Yeah, it's David Scully.
That is him?
Yeah. No, that's Keith David.
Oh.
David Scully voiced Sergeant Avery Johnson.
But then the other guy looks like Sergeant Johnson, so that's probably who they got to be the character model, and
Yeah,
that was a voice.
Alright, so what you do is you do the same thing in the movie.
I
We
wouldn't
have
mind
the
seeing him in there.
technology.
He's good.
Yeah.
And I would definitely see him in like military roles for like
Oh,
sci-fi.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to live forever?
Yeah, Yes, actually.
Just
Like
jumping off
Starship
the-
Trooper.
Jumping off the Pelican onto the beach.
And using the glitch to go and drive the Pelican in story mode. You know what I'm talking
Just
about?
flying around.
But all right, man. That was the first pilot episode of F.N.B.N.
Yay!
I hope y'all enjoyed. I felt like that was pretty good. Yeah, that's it. What are you still doing here? Just go away.
For Wyatt and Jamie, I'm Theo. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh yeah. So
I'm Jamie now.
all right. So before we go, Wyatt, Backyard Fitness and stuff. 110 subscribers. Thank you. We made it. Theo X Galga. He gonna be posted again probably. Just go check him out. Moses upstairs got Facebook.
Austin FNBN Studios.
Yeah, man. F.N.B.N Studios. Also, Dr. Blood.
That's not anything anymore. That's part of the FNBN. It got absorbed.
They bought them out.
FNBN is Boo, and I've just been absorbed into the Boo-ness.
All right, it makes
It's
sense.
Majin FNBN.
Yeah, that's what it is. Majin FNBN. It's like super jacked.
All right,
Veiny.
we'll check you out later. That Mahjong Vegeta thing was one of the greatest things we ever saw. Him fighting off the control. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come over there real quick and turn it off. All right, just wait right there. Okay.
Get out of here. What are you still doing here?
It's over.
Roll the credits.
It's over. What are you doing?
All right, guys.
Let's be nerds. Come